Hello, this is Remenian, back with a brand new intro and a video about gearing in 7.0.2. There's a lot of confusion about the sad mess that is our gear in this expansion, and I'm going to try and help you get an overview about how it works. There are 4 paths through which to get gear: doing conquest objectives, doing flashpoints, doing operations, and doing PvP, including Galactic Starfighter, which is spaceship PvP. Through conquest you get the Noble Decurion gear, green, and it can be upgraded to item rating 326. Through flashpoints you get either the Elite Decurion gear from veteran flashpoints or the Supreme Decurion gear from Master Mode flashpoints. The Elite Decurion gear from veteran flashpoints can be upgraded to green 324 and the Supreme Decurion gear from Master Mode flashpoints to blue 326. Now operations, which are the SWTOR version of raids, yield 3 differently named gear types depending on the difficulty setting of the operation. Taiwanese gear drops in story mode operations and can be upgraded to green item rating 322. Colomite gear drops in veteran mode, also called hard mode, operations and can be upgraded to blue 326. And Rakata gear drops in master mode, also called nightmare mode, operations and can be upgraded to purple 330 item rating. The gear from PvP and Galactic Starfighter is called Thursian and can be upgraded to purple 326. And there are 2 types of special gear that you'll get from vendors: your tactical item, which doesn't have an item rating, and your implants, which can be upgraded to yellow or gold, item rating 330. Now, important, before you do anything else, there's something you should do the moment you turn level 80, no matter where you get the rest of your gear from. Go to this guy on the fleet and accept the quest. You need to complete this quest in order to gain access to the vendor who will sell you your legendary implants. You will get a quest item that needs to be charged by doing objectives. So no matter what you do next, you can collect some points on the side to charge your key. The quest description tells you exactly which action gives you how many points. A good option are heroic missions, because you also get other tokens from there that you need to upgrade your gear. A little more on the different tokens and how to get them later. So where are the vendors again? I already made a short video about where you can find the gear vendors at the start of the expansion, so I'll keep that short. PvE vendors are in the supplies section. Conquest gear vendor on the far left, Conquest gear upgrade vendor right next to her. On the other side, Flashpoint gear upgrade vendor and Operations gear upgrade vendor. They already have it in the name, upgrade vendor. They only upgrade the gear you get from drops in flashpoints and operations. They don't sell you new stuff. And if you haven't done any flashpoints or operations yet, they don't want to talk to you. In the same room is the vendor that will sell you your legendary implants once you've completed the quest. In the room next to this one, still in the supplies section, is the vendor for tactical items. The same as in the last expansion, with the exception of some that were removed from the game. And the PvP vendors are in the combat training section. They are in a different corner on the Imperial fleet, but the sections are called the same there. Okay, so I mentioned tokens earlier. You need a pile of various tokens for each gear upgrade you wish to purchase. Some of them are needed for specific gear, some are needed for all upgrades. While the names are confusing for some players, you don't even have to learn their names by heart. You just mouse over them in your currency tab in the inventory. The tooltip tells you exactly how to obtain them. The tokens we need were renamed in the 7.0.2 patch for better clarity. Conquest commendations are needed for all upgrades, and you don't really have to worry about finding them. If you just play the game, you'll get them. As the name suggests, conquest objectives are your best source, as in they yield the most, but they come from everywhere in small quantities. Even ordinary mobs might drop one occasionally. Daily resource matrices can be obtained by doing daily quests and heroics. Op1 catalysts can be obtained by doing operations and operation weekly missions. FP1 stabilizers can be obtained by doing flashpoints and flashpoint weeklies. WZ1 accelerants can be obtained by doing PvP, including Galactic Starfighter. And we still have the tech fragments that were already around in the last expansion, and you still need those for tacticals and for your legendary implant upgrades. So much for the dry facts, but which gear should you get? And that's where it can get confusing and complicated, because we've been trained in previous expansions and other MMOs that we want certain sets and they have to go together and you need specific gear for specific classes. And that's not the case in SWTOR at the moment. It's really a mix and match, or what a guildie of mine called rainbow gear. Okay, I get it, everyone wants top gear, but unless you plan on doing hard mode or nightmare mode operations, you don't need it. If you're a casual player who enjoys hopping around doing dailies, story quests and the occasional flashpoint, go for the conquest gear. You can upgrade it to green 326 and it's decent. And then enjoy your flashpoint drops that will already be at the item rating of your gear. You need to be fully 326 or above though to guarantee a 326 drop. If on the other hand you're interested in getting good gear as fast as possible, Galactic Starfighter is your best option. Warzone's your second best. That will get you to purple 326 in no time. And once you're fully 326, the drops from Master Mode flashpoints and Hard Mode ops will already be at this item rating. The stats this expansion are all over the place, and you'll find your best stats spread over the most unexpected gear pieces. Don't look at where your gear is from or the item rating alone, look at the stats. I mentioned mix and match earlier. You might have a PvP piece among your PvE gear, because this one has the better stats for you. You can even have gear pieces from different classes. The trick at the moment is really to forget the idea of sets and go for rainbow gear. Look at the stats and take whatever piece suits you best. Alright, and then we have the special gear, the tacticals, which you can buy for tech fragments, and the legendary implants. As mentioned earlier, you need to complete a quest before you can buy your legendary implants. They start at item rating 326 and you can upgrade them to item rating 330. Everyone can buy them, they are not restricted to doing nightmare ops. I hope that I could clarify for you how gear works at the moment. Thanks for watching, and if you found that video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up so other people can find it as well.